Hey, hey.
What's going on, Mr. Kaufman? It's
you know
Friday
what?
Fun Day has rolled around once again. I was out of town last week, and I think so. No podcast last week. Is that right?
That is correct. It gave me an opportunity to catch up. I've been swimming lately. Like for some reason, I just cannot. I just can't get ahead. I don't know what it is. I think I have to. Honestly, I was talking to my wife about this, but I think I'm going to have to start really, really get better about setting boundaries. That's what I'm going to have to do because there's a lot of external folks in my life that while I do appreciate them and I appreciate the having those folks around, but boy, some of those people are just time sucks. They are, and it's my own fault. But hey, I'm here. I got a lot of crap done this week, so I'm all good. I'm all caught up finally at this point. But honestly, there was a point this week I was just I was ready to just scream at someone. It was just insane. But anyway, how about you, man?
Well, mental note to self. So I was out of town last week, and we were checking on our international condos right down in Cabo. So it was kind of a working trip, a little hectic. And then so guy gets back, and the week back from vacation is just trying to like figure out what the hell's going on and like get caught up. And then stupid guy like me going out again next week on another trip too. So now I gotta not only catch up from the previous week, then I gotta get ready to be gone for the next week. You know how that goes. It's almost like being an entrepreneur is nice because you can do what you want, you can kind of manage things the way you want, but man, you still have to get ready for to be gone and all that stuff too. It's I don't know. I brought mental notes.
Poor thing. He has to go on a vacation.
This one will be a true vacation. It's going to be relaxation.
I'm giving you trouble. I hope you have fun, man. That's I've been on vacation with you before. I know you guys have a good time. So
yeah, awesome. It'll be good. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So now we're back and better than ever, as we like to say, right, on Friday Fun Day. What are we going to be discussing today, Mr. Kaufman?
Well, we finally got a lot of stuff wrapped up while you were gone. By the way, we got a lot of stuff accomplished. It was the last final big push, and instead of having like a kind of a traditional learning type of podcast thing today, or teaching podcast, whatever you want to put it, we want to talk a little bit about something that we've been talking about for, I guess, since December, something like that. We've tried to have it out in February.
Of the year for sure, yeah, and it's taken us 4 months to really make sure everything was solid before.
Yeah, and the idea actually came up long before that even. So we've been working on this for quite a while. But we are official announcement. We are officially live with the Sub2Empire Creative Deal Partners program, and I'll tell you what, we just signed someone up. So we're to be very just transparent. There were a few bugs.
Technical glitches with getting everything set up.
To be expected because technology is just what it is, and when you're piecing things together, sometimes things are missed. That's why they're called bugs. But we've got them ironed out. We are all squared away, and we're live, man. I mean, it's I do honestly believe that this is the best product. I'll say product that we've ever pushed out. It is
for sure.
It's definitely the one that I am most excited about. And I originally created it used to be called the Apprentice Program, but we changed that name to Creative Finance Academy a few years back. And that was an exciting time. It was a ton of work, just a lot of work. And but this one, I am truly just really excited about. I think it is I think it is what I envisioned. You know, those 5 6 years ago, well, when the Creative Finance Academy was actually conceived. Just didn't really know how to put it together in like a cohesive type of program, and that's what this is. It's really really awesome.
Can I just say for some that the first deal partner that we signed up was on the coaching call yesterday too, and I would just like to say, can I just say this because she's probably watching? It's like she is a delight.
Oh man, she's awesome.
Have it soon. Yes, I'm so looking forward to working with her and getting.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't wait. I
So
can't wait.
it's good to have fun. We haven't even really pushed it, like you said. This podcast here is really going to be the first advertising, so to speak, that we're going to do for it. So yeah, very excited. Yeah, you're right. I'm very excited. You know, you mentioned the Creative Finance Academy, which is basically the education and training platform, right? The modules, the lessons, like the rubber meets the road from a knowledge education standpoint. And we've kind of done some partnering, right, with some of the students at various different levels. But now we're just going to put it all together, right? The whole idea is just to put it all together, right? If I can, and have it be, it's a deal partners program. In other words, we don't win if you don't win, right? That's the whole concept of partnering with us. So
that's right.
Very excited about it.
You know, I don't know, when I first got into this business, I mean, I may have taken a little bit different attitude about it, but I was just at my wit's end, honestly, with my job. And you know, I didn't really experience a lot of the things that I see these newer students coming in and experiencing. You know, we've had folks inside the Finance Academy that they're just super super fearful. I mean, they sit around and read constantly. They try and they really think they need to know everything that there is to know about real estate before going out and doing a deal. And so they're super fearful about making mistakes, the lack of knowledge, and really driving themselves into the affectionately known analysis paralysis. But this is something different, because this is well, as you say, it's in the title, for crying out loud. Creative Deal Partners. We are actually partnering with our folks. I want to mention, though, one key thing that I don't think that we've really talked about in the past, or really we've not touched on it. This is now a lifetime deal. This is a for as long as you and I are alive, and as long as the technology works,
as long as it's operational. Yes.
As long as it's operational. Yeah, this is a lifetime program. So no more subscriptions. Now, of course, we do still offer the Creative Finance Academy as well, and that is subscription based, but no more subscriptions.
That's separate, right? If you didn't want to do the deal partner program, we still offer that separately, right?
So. Right. Yeah. So I mean, this is I hate to say mentorship even. I mean, mentorship is part of it, but it's more about hands-on, more about getting in there, getting your hands dirty, and elbows flying, and really getting down to business and getting deals done. That's what this is all about.
For sure. So I just want to go back, right? And anybody that watches at least some of our podcasts or whatever, like we've mentioned some of this over the last, like, you know, your story of coming through real estate and my story too. I just want to reset that a little bit too, because I want people to kind of appreciate what we're trying to do here a little more. So the whole idea is I've spent over the past 25 years, I have spent probably, I'll just say, an obscenely large number of dollars on education, right? Some of it's personal development. Some of it was specific to note investing and all that too. But a lot of it was around the different avenues of real estate investing, right? Like, and I'm not talking about a couple $1,000s, like tens of thousands of dollars, right? Over the years. Like I'm just being honest. And everyone says, okay, well, do our mentorship, and it's always the upsell. You get the program, right? You get the first course, you get the next course, and then you got to put it all together with the mentor and all that stuff. But they never had any, at least the ones that I've seen in the past, they've never had really any skin in the game, right? In other words, they weren't partnering with me. What I would have loved 20 years ago when I started doing this, or even 15 years ago, was for someone to say, hey, if you come in here, we're going to go through it together with you, take you from point one of the deal to closing the deal, right? And we're going to be in it with you, like along step ways. Like, okay, here's all. It's one thing to get all the products. Like you need the education and you need the documents and all that stuff too. But especially new people coming in, they don't know how the hell to fill out the documents.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know like it's in there. Like you have to learn that stuff. Don't get me wrong, but it would have been great, and I would have jumped. I would have given my money immediately, like 20 years ago, to whoever that person was that said, "Partner with me, right? And I'm going to be there with you." Now, of course, you say a lot of shit, blow smoke up people's asses, all that stuff too. Like we don't do that. Like we're real guys doing real deals here. And I think you can see from the student testimonials, like if you go to our website, like we really do the stuff. Like we believe in it. It works, right? Our strategies work. Our students are successful. And so that's where it all generated from. This is a long-winded way of saying that's the whole concept of being. We want to be there with our partners from beginning to end, right? That's the concept.
Yeah. I love the idea, and you actually, I think it's on our website on the landing page there. But there's one of the things that we say is we don't just hand you a login. We're not just giving you a login. At this point, we're all in with our students. We're and I got to correct myself. I keep calling students. They're not partners. This is my brain's been trained over the years to have students, but this is they're officially partners at this point. So you guys go out and check us out over at Sub2Empire. You'll see up in the menu there's a coaching tab up there. Just click on that, or I think you just have to hover over it. I tell you, we just hired a marketing guy, and so I haven't been inside our system really deep dive into it for a long time. So I'm a little unfamiliar with where some of the buttons are. I'm becoming unfamiliar. I'm unlearning doing it all, right? So, but anyway, go check us out over there, Sub2Empire. Hover over the coaching tab up in the header, and you can go check out what we got going on.
I'm going to put the direct link in the chat and just toss it out there just so that it's
okay. There you go. Yeah, and I think it's in the description too. I think I actually put it in the description. So what do we want to do? We want to go over do a quick little overview of
for sure. Like
okay.
Yeah, if someone's on the podcast, let's say like, what is the Deal Partners program? So let's just give a little overview of it first. So let's maybe start with, so we kind of gave the baseline concept of what we're trying to do here too. So let's talk about the education piece of it, like the foundational pieces of the courses and stuff. So if I want to be a creative deal partner, what am I going to get, like education training wise?
Well, so everybody knows that we created the Creative Finance Academy. It's been around now for 4 or 5 years. The Creative Finance Academy is just one small portion of this program. All right. So what this is, it's just it's an accelerated learning. It's their video courses essentially. By the way, I'm going to put this out there right now. At some point, we're going to have all of this transcribed into text, right? All of these lessons are going to be transcribed into text, so we can kind of hit both of the. There's folks that just don't like to watch videos. I happen to be kind of one of those people. But it is the most effective it's probably the most effective way to convey a message is through a video, and so that's why we chose that. But that might be on the horizon. Might be a surprise. It might be a project for us here. But it's all accelerated learning through what is it? How many modules we got out there now? 10?
We,
10
we
modules?
inside, yeah. So the Creative Finance Academy being one of the piece where it has 10 modules and over 50 lessons just in the academy piece of it. Yes.
Right. So it's pretty extensive. I mean, you can go through this thing. It's literally every step of the way too. It's the mindset, it's the marketing, it's the the acquisitions, the transaction, it's the disposition. It's literally everything from A to Z. And then we dive into sorry, my screen just cut off. There we go. But then we dive into real hands-on deal structuring. So those folks coming in, we're talking about collaborating directly with either yourself or myself. We're not outsourcing any of this stuff. You're going to be dealing directly with us. So this is hands-on. Creative financing wise, I mean, I'm looking at, I hate throwing out numbers. It sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, but creative financing wise, I've put together, almost 500 deals on the creative finance side. I don't know what your numbers look like. And I'm not sure we've ever really thoroughly discussed that, but yeah, so, I mean, you're in really good hands. That's what I'm trying to say. You're in good hands. We are going to put your hand in ours, and we're gonna walk you right through creating these deal structures and working directly with you. Then, on top of that, we are actually. I think you just said it before. What was it? How did you put that? You said. We don't win if we win when you win, right?
Yep. Yes.
Likewise, there's always risk. It's investing in real estate. There's risk in any investment, and so with what we're doing, we actually share in that risk. So we're going to remove some of that risk and we're going to put it on our shoulders. Excuse me, and that alone, I think, is the one of the. It's got to be in the top three reasons that people avoid getting into this anyway. Yep. Is the risk. They just don't. That's the main driver of fear, if you ask me, is the risk behind it all. They just don't know what they don't know, and so we are going to eliminate that. We're going to share in it with you.
How great is it to have somebody to vet your deals with? Like the purpose of the coaching calls, right, is to take your deal, to vet your deal, and have us, right, or veteran real estate investors, like successful veteran real estate investors, say, yeah, that's not a deal. I mean, how valuable is that, especially if you're a new real estate investor? You just say, well, this looks like a deal, and say, well, shit, no, that's not. Like, we would not buy that deal, so you can't buy that deal.
It's,
I mean?
That's probably,
how is that?
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, that's probably it's probably the best words that you can hear. So many people, especially when it comes to subject to deal, I always like to say, just because you can, rather, you emphasize they can, just because you can buy a subject to deal doesn't mean that you should. And having somebody, I mean, it's super exciting. I get it. I've never lost money on a deal, but I can tell you that there have been some deals that I probably wouldn't have done. And I only did them because I had such a motivated seller to deal with. And, but in all actuality, early on, there were some things that I wish I would have been told, hey, maybe this isn't the best deal to get into, and so you make a very, very solid point there.
Yeah. Or how about say we just had another one of our students did a sub-2 deal from a wholesaler, was assigned a sub-2 deal from a wholesaler, right? Like not the best not the best way to do that, because as you know, like we want to cover our assets on the Sub2Empire, the Sub2 document list in the package, and a wholesaler is sure as hell not going to have your CYA there from a Sub2 perspective in there too. So now we're just saying, okay, we'll still a deal. We're gonna do the deal. Now we're going to make sure that we're going to cover those gaps, right? So we're helping them cover the gaps that were left by taking the deal. So that's what we try to do, is like cover your assets, right?
Yeah,
And
for
your
sure.
assets from partnering with us, like your assets are going to be our assets at least for the first couple deals, right? So like that's the thing. Like we're putting our money where our mouth is too, right? We're putting our skin in the game.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, this is the most excited I've been about doing deals with people I don't know ever. But yeah, wholesalers are, if you want to touch on that point for a brief moment, it's some of them really know what they're doing. It's not
They're
all,
all
but
yeah,
it's just such a high churn rate. It's such a high turnover in that business. It's a tough business. I've said it a million times. It's a very tough business to be in, and incredibly high churn. And so when you have, if you just think about this logically, when you have churn like that, you think about a company hires an employee, they got to come in, they got to coach that employee up. They've got to get them ready to do whatever job it is they've been hired to do. Even if they are, they could have a degree in the job they're coming in to do, but there are little intricacies, little details that may be just a part of the culture of the company that they have to learn and that they have to adapt to. And this is no different. When you're dealing with wholesalers, a lot of them are new. A lot of them are really well experienced. I'm dealing with one right now, kind of on the side a little bit, who's very knowledgeable about this stuff. Now he doesn't have, in my opinion, doesn't have the types of disclosures and stuff that I think he needs to be successful in these subject to deals, but he knows what he's talking about. So, the opportunity is definitely there to do some deals with these folks. But our goal is to teach you, is to walk you through on the creative finance side, walk you through how to actually structure these and actually how to deal with these wholesalers. And as you say, I think that's your favorite phrase, right? Cover your assets. I think it's your favorite thing to say.
it is. I like to, because that's what I spend a lot of my
Well, that's
time.
what you live by. You're
my assets. Like I don't like the man in my business. Skynet, are you listening? I don't like the man in my business. So yes.
Yeah. So I don't know the rules on YouTube as far as kind of what we're doing. I know we're just kind of explaining the program altogether. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to kind of give you some of the details of the program as far as pricing. Are you cool with that, Ken?
For sure. Let's do it. Let's put it out there.
All right. So what we have is, and if you go out there to sub2empire.com and click on the Creative Deal Partners link, it's up in the heading under coaching. You're going to see, if you read through, go ahead and read through all that. You kind of see everything that you get that's included in this program. And as I said before, this is a lifetime program. We have 2 payment options for this. First option being, this is kind of we call it pay as you profit. So this is kind of a, I don't know how do we want to put this. It's not a profit sharing, but it is sort of it's a hybrid of a profit share.
It's limited profit sharing from
yeah. So what we have is right up front, it's a $5K fee up front, right? The total cost of the program is $10K. It's a $5K fee up front. So this is where we're putting our money where our mouth is. $5K fee up front. If you never do another deal with us, there's nothing else. You're going to do a deal with us. I guarantee it. You're going to make money at this. Guarantee is a tough word, because they always tell us not to use that word, but you're going to do a deal. I promise you're going to do a deal. What's going to happen is you're going to do 5K up front. Then we're going to do on any deals you do post signing up for the deal partners, we're going to receive 50% of those profits up to an additional $5,000. So that means you're still going to be making money while you're doing deals with us. Once that additional 5,000 is paid, that's it. You're in this thing for life. It's a lifetime deal. And by the way, both of these options are lifetime. All right, and you'll see that out there on our website. Then we have, I don't know, you want to talk about option 2?
Yeah. So
I love this option, by the way.
Yeah. So it's 5,000 down, right? For option 1, 5,000 down, 5,000 on your deal, or maybe it's 2 deals or whatever it is, but it's another 5,000 from the deal flow. Or if you wanted to, you would just pay 10K, right? And remember, this is what you keep saying, lifetime. It's lifetime to everything we have and everything we produce and everything we produce in the future. It's all our standalone courses. It's the Creative Finance Academy, like kind of the watershed thing that we've had there for a long. It's that as the backbone, but it's all the other standalone courses we have. It's all the other trainings we're ever going to post and do. You're going to have
all the webinars,
access to it all, right? So when Jeff says lifetime, it's everything that we have currently and everything that we will have in the future that we offer as a product. You're going to have it. Like, you're going to be grandfathered into the partner's lifetime access. Okay. So that's first one. But if you didn't want to do the profit sharing, like if you don't want to share in your deals, then you could just do the 10K up front, like one-time payment, 10K today is what that would be. And then when you do your first successful deal, after you enroll, like post-enrollment, for a successful deal, we'll reverse profit share and send you $2,000 back.
I love that.
Who else does reverse profit sharing? In other words, we're just going to say thank you for doing the deal with us and being part of a community and send you 2,000 back. Now you have to do a deal. You have to close the deal, right? And it has to be a deal after you enroll, just like we have to be with you in the deal, right? Evaluate it and all that sort of stuff. So that's the rule there. But we're gonna pay you back. So whichever payment option you think you prefer, then that's what we have out there available now. Profit sharing or reverse profit sharing, you choose.
There you go. Yeah. By the way, all of this information is out on the website. If you guys just jump out to sub2empire.com, like I said, go up to hover over coaching, click on creative deal partners. You'll see there. You'll find all this information out there. However, if you're still, you're kind of hem-hawing around, you're just not sure, you just don't have the, just maybe don't have the confidence, and you need a little bit of help, there is actually a button on there where you can book a call with us. And by the way, we don't outsource those calls either. It's Ken or myself. We take those calls. So by all means, if you have any questions about this program or anything else that we provide, go out there, sub2empire.com, and book a call with us. Okay. What else do we have here?
Well, I think that pretty much covers it. But let's just go back. Let's circle back to, like, why would somebody, and we've kind of talked about it, but like, why would somebody want to partner with the two of us, like in Sub2Empire, really, right? But why would someone want to partner with that? Okay, so I'm going to take a stab at a couple of things, right? So first of all, right, you've already mentioned, just from a creative side, like you've got hundreds of deals. I've done probably, I don't know, I've not actually added up real estate stuff. I don't know, I'm probably close to that number too, 300 to 400 deals over the course of the last 20 plus years too. So I mean, we are, when I say experts, I don't like to talk about myself and say, but
no,
we're experts at this. Like, we've been real estate investing for a long time. Like, you're an expert marketer. You're an expert. Like, you're great at walking in and walking out with the contract from the seller. Like, that there's really stuff, like we're good at a lot of things in real estate, and we want to help other people do it. right? That's really what we're doing and why we're doing it. So if you want somebody to be there with you to do your deal, especially if you're a new person, or maybe you just want to add the creative piece to it. You don't know, like you kind of know the Sub2 stuff, but you've never used it or whatever. You want to add it to your toolbox. Now's the time to come in and do that, right? We can help you do that and understand it from beginning to end and go implement it, right? The education is one piece. That's great. But a lot of times you have to figure out the implementation yourself, which is fine. But if you want to fast track yourself too, not only do you need to do the education, you can have somebody there to help you do the implementation. That's the deal partners, right? That's us. That's the creative deal partners. That's why you want to be a deal partner with us. And we understand. Well, let's just talk about the pricing for a second. Like, we understand 5K is a big commitment up front and another 5K. Like, we understand 10K is a big commitment, but we also understand that you have to take action, and you're getting everything. Like, you're getting our weekly coaching calls to vet the deals, like 2 a week. You're getting, right? And we're going to go over the deals. The whole purpose of the calls is to take the deals, evaluate them, and move forward. We haven't even talked about, oh, by the way, we're going to fund your deals too.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Our funding, we're creating a complete fund, a real estate investment fund. We're creating it from the ground up as we speak. It's not live yet. It's probably about 30 days away, but it's a turnkey. We say that again. This is a turnkey partner program. Education, implementation, right? Coaching, part of the implementation, coaching, and funding.
Those are three major hurdles that
I mean,
every one of us experiences getting into this business. So
right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
did we not just remove every single objection we've ever heard about real estate investment?
All but one, and that is the fear aspect, I believe. Maybe that's included in somewhat in all three of those, but the fear aspect, the lack of knowledge. The good thing about being in this for as long as we have, and doing the deals that we have, is that I can honestly tell you, I mean, again, everything's there's always risk. There's always risk. I have zero fear at this point of putting together any of these deals, or not, or saying no. I can walk away. I just don't have any fear. So I think for those of you that might be fearful about jumping into either just real estate investing or creative finance as a niche, and you're fearful of it, well, I think what you can kind of take. I think you might see where I'm going, but you take the fear, that the lack of fear that I have. I have a supreme confidence that we can get this, that we can get you to the deals. So if you take the lack of fear that we have, and you kind of combine it with the or how do I want to say, deduce it or reduce it from the fear that you experience, then I mean, you're just leaps and bounds already, just ahead of most of your colleagues.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it feels good. It feels good to have this kind of knowledge, and it would feel even better to be able to share it and to get it out there for those of you who just maybe have been on the fence about it.
Yeah.
So
and it's taken me a long time. I was one of those guys that did a lot of the analysis paralysis. I think I mentioned in previous episodes too, along the years. And now, what you said is so true. Like, I haven't even thought about that really, right, from that perspective before. It's like I was like, okay, I can't offer this contract, because what if they say yes, and then I have a contract, and then now I got to figure all this shit out. And so like, and now I can just say, go get the contract.
Yeah,
Go
100%.
get the contract. We'll figure it out. I promise you, we'll figure it out. This is like, it's fine.
Yep.
So,
by the way, I do want to mention, I do want to kind of call out some of our current students, what have you. Nothing changes for you guys. You guys are still rocking and rolling. You've over the course of the past 3, 4, 5 years, we've kind of developed little culture types of things where maybe some things have changed that are more. Maybe they're not written in the contract with you guys per se, but none of that changes for you guys. You guys are all still good to go, and we're going to keep rocking and rolling with you guys. But the new folks that are coming in, this is just a new thing. It's a new thing, and I really
package. Yeah, it's a new package, a new program.
Yep.
They say that they're turnkey. I like to call it the new turnkey program, the Creative Deal Partners turnkey program. That's what I like to say on it too. Now, can I just, so we're going to wrap this up. We did it, we've done a pitch here for however long it's been. And I just want to make a disclaimer. We're not doing the work for you. It's not happening. Like, you still have to do the work. You need to train yourself. You need to educate yourself. You need to understand the contracts. You need to understand how to market. You need to market. You need to get the deals. And then we will help you be right there with you to make sure that the contract is completed correct.
Uh-oh.
We're not doing it for you.
Uh-oh.
But we'll make sure that it's done correctly with the work.
You're cutting out pretty bad. That might be me. That might actually be my fee. We couldn't make it through one of these things without something.
Well, of course, that's the thing. But I just want to say, like, you have to do the work. You have to do the education. Like, you can't skip the coursework. You have to do the education. You have to understand the contracts. You have to get the deals. You have to market and get the deals, and then we will get you closed with the deals. Right? We'll make sure everything's there. And if it's a Sub2 deal, we'll make sure that all those 2 documents. And by the way, we didn't say as part of this too, it's our Sub2 documents package, our trust packages, all that stuff is going to be there. Every standalone product we have, plus the Creative Finance Academy, all wrapped up in the Deal Partners program with an extra funding piece. I mean, how much better is this?
Yeah. By the way, we keep touching on these little things that we are going to end this particular show here. But you're talking about the documents. So any and all updates to any documents we have, or current or future documents, all of that stuff's included. I mean, it's literally, it's everything. It's as you say, it's the turnkey. It's a turnkey option for you. So, all right, guys, you got any last minute words that you would like to get out there?
No, I think that'll do it. Go visit us. Like you said, you can go to the main page, Sub2Empire.com. The particular one is Sub2Empire.com, Creative Deal Partners / Creative Deal Partners, if you want to go to it. But check it out. We're going to be doing some more advertising. So check us out on the different Sub2Empire channels. You're going to see ads and all that stuff coming out for it. So we're very excited, and we hope to see it. We hope to see you as a partner.
That's right. All right, guys. Take care.